Hey friends, happy Saturday, the 15th of June. It's nice to be with you. I'm Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I will share with you a reflection based on the daily readings. They're linked down below. Click the link, read the readings prayerfully, then turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. Can't believe it's the 15th of June already. That is crazy. Time flies. And especially, it's a weekend. If you work regular work weeks, may this Saturday, may this Sunday be times of rest and recreation for you, right? Remember, we are not robots, we are not machines, we are human beings made in the image and the likeness of God, and God rested and invites us to rest. Not invites, let's say it again, commands us to rest. We need to find that perfect balance for ourselves of drivenness and rest. Okay, so we are working on the story of Elijah, the prophet, and from the first book of Kings and the Sermon on the Mount in Matthew's Gospel. Yesterday, God gave Elijah 3 instructions. Anoint a successor to be king of Aram, anoint anoint a king for Israel, and anoint Elisha to be your successor as prophet. So we have that story today. Elijah goes and calls Elisha. And Elisha accepts it, right? Let me go kiss my mother and my father and I'll be with you. And Elijah says, take your time, right? Like, I haven't yet done anything to you. This call is still good. Notice that Elisha is plowing the fields behind 12 yoke of oxen. That's a big deal, right? Like, that's 24 oxen. I can't imagine that they're 4 across. But that is a lot of oxen to move a plow across a field. 12 being the number of the tribes of Israel. That's how righteous Elisha is that even as he plows, he is giving glory to the God of Israel. I can't help but be a smart aleck as like a carnivore, right? Like, he boils however many, 24 oxen, slaughters them and boils them and then gives the food to the people. The smart aleck response is like, ooh, couldn't we roast that? Aren't there better ways to prepare it than boiling it? Imagine the kettles that they are boiling that in. And then the last one, like boiled meat, like, oh, come on, Elijah, right? Oh, no. The last joke I wanted to make was the people like, we could have used these oxen as like beasts of burden and for other sorts of things. Did we need to kill all of them right now? Presumably there's also perhaps offering to the God of Israel as well. But not entirely sure if that was in play or not. The call, right? The call. How are we doing at responding to God? You hear Elijah. Let me try that again. You hear Elisha respond to the call of Elijah immediately, right? Sometimes we can have leaden feet in responding to the call from God. And it can be harder for us because we live in the world and we have to do the discipleship thing amidst everything else. How are we doing at keeping that call from God in the forefront of our lives, like Elisha responded so wholeheartedly to that call from Elijah? Okay, the psalm, right? You are my inheritance, O God. It's not our own stuff, it's not our own strength, it is God who is our inheritance. And maybe we spend a little bit of time praying with that psalm as well. Matthew's Gospel. We have Jesus reinterpreting the law of Moses and giving the law of the new covenant. You have heard that it was said, and something from Moses, but I say to you. So you have heard that it was said, do not swear a false oath, and make good to the Lord all that you vow, right? And so then Jesus reinterprets it. Don't swear at all. Don't swear on heaven. Don't swear on earth. Don't swear on Jerusalem. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. Probably less of a concern these days in our own culture. You don't have a strong tradition of like people breaking solemn vows or using solemn vows in an inappropriate way, right? You do have Christians who take this in a very literal sense and who will not swear, in a court of law or other sorts of things. For us as Catholics, we don't take that to that level. We see this as an exaggeration to make a point. But Jesus, who tells us to be people of rigorous honesty. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no, right? And so many of us have those little white lies, and maybe bigger ones too. But if we sit down and we really examine ourselves in the power of the Holy Spirit, we might see that there is untruth that creeps in. And perhaps we take the Lord's invitation to be people of rigorous honesty, to let others see us truly as we are, and to trust that God who loves us, that we are loved and known, and that is enough. All right, friends, read those readings prayerfully, turn off the screen, spend some time with God. Get some rest. God is the model for that. Pray for folks having a hard time. God bless y'all.